Big ambitions, because AIIB wants to double the amount of loans in 5 years. How will you get there?
Currently, we have done, as you told, $2.5 billion in the last 1 year. Doubling this amount in the next 5 years, we have taken a number of steps. We have enlarged our pipeline. We are building up a very robust pipeline of quality projects. Our team, our energy and strategy, our strategy and policy team has put up guidelines for the entry of the project, guidelines for the selection of the projects. Since we control the quality of the project at the entry level, we have built up a robust pipeline equivalent to $6 to $7 billion. And in the next 5 years, doubling this will not be a problem.
Exceeding that?
We hope to exceed. That's our objective.
Now, you're also in the process of getting a credit rating, essentially paving the way for you to raise funds through bond issuance. Where are you in the process? When can you expect that credit rating?
Our finance department is working day and night with the rating agencies to get a credit rating. We hope in a month's time we will get the rating. Once the rating comes, then the department will decide when to go to the market.
So how much do you plan to raise through bond issuance?
That is not my domain. I have to ask my colleague, the VP Finance.
Now, what's interesting is that 3 projects were approved yesterday in excess of $300 million, one of which is an equity investment. Why equity investment? Because the perception out there is that it's riskier, although it may warrant a greater returns.
One of the mandates when the AIIB was established that we should invest in different instruments of finance. Of course, predominantly it will be debt, but we are allowed to invest in equity, in giving guarantee also. So, as per our internal risk policy, 20% of our paid-up capital can be invested in equity. Today, we have a paid-up capital of $8.8 billion. So, we have a lot of leg room to invest in equity. Normally, people don't invest in equity, particularly in the emerging markets. Finding equity is a tough thing. For debt, there are various organizations are there. Banks are there, development institutions are there, multilateral development banks are there, bilateral institutions are there. But for equity, it's very difficult. For a well-developed company can access the capital market, they can go there and raise money. For a mid-cap industries or a small and medium companies, it is very difficult to raise money. So that's why we have put up our money in a private equity fund, because this gives a multiplier effect. By putting $150 million, we are able to mobilize another $600 million. The $750 million private equity available through foreign direct investment. It's a huge message for the investor in India.
Where are the other opportunities for equity investment, do you see?
There are different, you mean to say different countries?
Yes.
Yes. Right now we are concentrating on India, but we are working closely with the International Finance Corporation, IFC, to develop such kind of funding mechanism in other Southeast Asian countries. For example, Vietnam, Myanmar, Indonesia, Philippines, Thailand. These are also emerging countries. So we are working with IFC to invest in some of the, in their own fund. The negotiation is in a very advanced level. I will not be able to reveal much, but soon we'll be able to take a decision on it.
Now, DJ, Taro Aso of Japan, the finance minister of Japan, has come out to say that AIIB hasn't shown it has the know-how yet to successfully fund and evaluate projects. What's your response to that? Is that a fair statement?
It is his personal statement. I have nothing to comment.
But as far as you're concerned, in terms of assessment of projects at the AIIB?
You will come to know when we implement the project.
What challenges do you face in identifying projects? Because there's a mantra within the AIIB that it is clean, it is lean, and it is green. I may not have it in that order, but what challenges do you face?
We normally work with our clients. Our clients are countries, our member countries, governments. We have already sent a message to them that the AIIB's priorities is clean infrastructure, sustainable infrastructure, which should lead to interconnectivity and regional connectivity. So they work among themselves. What kind of project will go through the AIIB model?
It is the implementation that is the problem.
Absolutely.
How do you ensure that these projects are implemented the way the AIIB envisioned it to be?
We have a very strong environmental and social safeguards. If the project doesn't pass that milestone, we will not be able to approve that project. We will not be even touching the project. So we have a very clear-cut milestones and parameters at the entry level itself. If it is not clean, if it is not green, we are not going to touch that project. That is one of our main strongholds to develop a green bank.